Hey everyone, and welcome to Jalasan Tarot. My name is Kimberly, and super excited for you to be here today. We are asking what's coming for you in love, and that sounds like a lot of fun, and I'm excited to see what details and what's in store for you. So you're in the right reading if this is what you want to kind of tune into, the energy of what's happening, who's coming for you, what's coming next, what's going on in your love life in the foreseeable future. So today I felt inspired out of nowhere to do a fourth pile. We are going to do a different classic deck for each of the readings today. So yeah, a fourth pile. So I'm curious who's going to choose that. Don't let that be your deciding factor. Usually I do three piles or three readings for each time, but yeah, I don't know. And that's not to say I'm going to keep doing that. I think only when I'm intuitively guided. So four piles, four readings it is. That being said, we are going to start with a spin of the Astro Dice because I want to see, to go back to the 12th houses, like what is your energy? What's the energy that's coming towards you? What can we expect with that? And then we're going to hit up the classic tarot decks. And then we have some oracles and advice to follow. So there's a lot in store. And without further ado, let's get right into it. So for pile number one, we have this black tourmaline crystal. And we are using a gold foil classic deck for your reading today. So the black tourmaline and the gold foil classic deck for pile one. For pile two, we have this spirit quartz. And with your reading today, we will be using the white and gold, just white and gold classic deck for you. Pile two. And a rose gold. Is it? A little bit. Ooh, Queen of Wands. Don't, maybe that means something for pile two. So again, the spirit quartz and the white and gold classic tarot deck. For pile three, we are using this selenite wand. And for your reading today, we are using the red gold foil classic deck. So pile three, the selenite wand, which is so nice to hold, and the red and gold foil classic deck for pile three. For pile four, we have this Celestine crystal. Has blue hints. Not sure if you could pick up on it. It's a very dreary day in Chicago today. It's nice weather, but I don't think the sun's out. Hiding. Kind of reminds me of the Celestine. And for your reading, pile four, we are using the Holographic Classic Tarot deck. So again, the Celestine crystal with the Holographic Classic Tarot deck for pile four. All right, guys. So, wow, four piles. Feel free to pause if you need to tune into the energy. I'm really excited to see the messages. I feel I was intuitively guided to do an extra reading today because of the question that we're asking. What's coming for you in love? This could, umbrella a lot of different situations, a lot of different connections. A lot of you are in different places in your life. Some of you might be single, some of you might be in a relationship, wondering what is happening next in the specific connection. Some of you could also be dating. Again, I'm leaving it open. So I really do want to give you the correct messages. So, like I said, take a moment if you need it. But for those of you that know which pile or which reading or crystal or whatever you see that, intuitively gives you that hit, then I will meet you there. Bye, guys. Hi, Pile One. Thank you for clicking and watching this reading. I'm glad for you to be here. If you chose a black tourmaline, and if you chose the gold foil classic deck, then you are at the right spot. So I did want to get into the Astro Dice. We're asking what's coming for you in love, group one. So let's give it a really good spin. And let's see what's coming for you in love. What can we expect? So we have the 8th house, which is the house of transformation. It's in Scorpio, the sign of Scorpio. What do we got here? And then over here, we have, what is this? Libra. And Libra is the 7th house, which is the house of partnership, relationship, romantic relationship specifically, if we're talking about the houses. And again, take horoscope, as it is. This right now, like I said, we have Scorpio and Libra. So the 8th and the 7th house. Interesting. The house of transformation is the house of, and that could be transformative in your relationships. You might have been dealing with karmic partners. And I do feel like there is balance. Something is going to be aligned. Okay, I like that energy. Pile One, let's get into your tarot. So, Spirit, we're going to get 5 cards today. Spirit, what could you tell us about Pile One's? What's coming for Pile One in love? What's happening? Who or what? So we have the 6 of Cups. Okay. I'm going to be honest, guys. I know some of you don't like hearing about someone from the past or someone you have history with, but this is the indicator. 6 of Cups is very nostalgic. You and this person could have history. So we do have a lot more cards to come out, but this is one thing that I'm seeing. Someone that you might already be dealing with. All right, we have a Tower. The Tower coming out for you. This is our first major arcana. It's Scorpio again. And again, Scorpio is the 8th house. However, in the major arcana, the Tower is card number 16. And it's Mars energy, guys. It's a shakeup. It's transformative, like I mentioned earlier. Something is going to shift. What's happening? Queen of Swords. Ooh. As I hear a dog barking. Not sure if you could hear that. Get 2 more cards. Why is this card King of Swords in reverse was flipped over? That's interesting, guys. All right, so we have 4 of Pentacles. What you're placing your value in, I feel like something about finances. 7 of Wands. Okay, I'm seeing a little bit, I'm going to be honest, a little bit of an attachment that you might be trying to let go or release. You may already have released, but let's see. I do feel like some of the energy is you may have your walls up. We got the Ace of Pentacles coming up. There is an offer in your future, though. What is this? The 8 of Pentacles in reverse coming up under the Tower. We have the Queen of Pentacles clarifying the Queen of Swords. What's happening? What's coming for you in love? We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Four of Cups. I'm curious. Queen of Cups. Do we have all the queens? Guys, we have all the queens. You are going through a lot of transformation. So the immediate feeling I'm getting is your heart chakra, and even I would say your sacral, like you've been kind of holding off in that department. I really do feel like you might be single for a while, even if you are dealing with someone from your past. You could be very independent. Um, Focus on work, focus on your career. I do feel like you are very stable. You're set. However, I do feel like you might be having your walls up when it comes to love. Okay, that's the energy I'm getting currently. So, what's happening for you in love? Are you going to break through these walls? We're going to see. So, we have the Six of Cups. Now, like I said earlier, immediately I'm getting the energy of someone that you may have known from the past. You may have really very sweet memories of someone. This energy might be very difficult for you to release. However, it's coming up with the Ace of Pentacles. This person could be making an offer in the foreseeable future, pretty big offer as well. And it might be very abrupt because it's coming up to the Tower and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, which feels like someone that this is not planned. This feels like it may be a shakeup for this person and also for you. It's gonna feel like it's coming out of nowhere. I do feel like this could also represent some sort of communication. It's coming up next to the Queen of Swords. And yeah, something is being blown up. And it could be the 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 way this connection ends up unfolding, which might be very unexpected for you. So I am getting your energy full circle. I feel like you've been working on yourself. You have been really glowing up. I do feel a feeling of abundance, that you are confident. You know what you want, and I do see you being goal oriented and also in your manifestation power, your energy of you are just attracting a lot of good things your way. However, I do feel like you might be prioritizing other things that aren't. Um, it could be also, I mean, I'm not getting the energy of health, but with the Four of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, I'm getting someone that might be, vegging out a little bit more than they should. It could be affecting confidence, just gut health in general. I don't know, that might be a message for some of you, but really the energy I'm getting is someone that is prioritizing other things, maybe hoarding energy. It could be business. You could be focused on business right now. Okay. And maybe just self care in general has fallen on the wayside, because I am getting a feeling that this Queen of Wands, which is you, whether you're male or female, the energy I'm getting is you are in your divine. But with the Queen of Wands being here, I do feel like there is lacking a little bit of that creative like spark to lead you in your life, if that makes sense, like that excitement to start a fresh day. Like the little things in life, how that could really excite you when you are present, when you are living your best life. You might have fallen off in that department and really just maybe are hibernating, maybe not really taking opportunities. You might be getting invited to parties or events or things in the social department, because again, we are getting Libra energy, the seventh house, which could be, like I said, the house of relationships, partnerships, could be a little bit imbalanced right now. And that could be what you are transforming in your life. Because with the Four of Cups, it feels like you've been kind of in your own bubble. You may have been focused on something in your past and really not entertaining anything presently, which might account for why your heart chakra might be a little closed at this time. I'm picking up for some of you. Now we have death in reverse, judgment reverse. It could be the energy of a little bit of holding on to something in your past. Now, I do see that that is going to shift and change, but your focus right now seems to be waiting for the change, waiting for the transformation. And maybe this is the reading to draw your attention to the fact that you still need to live your life and be in your divine aligned energy. And also, be excited about life again. Like, it's hard to explain because some of you might be going through like a dark night of the soul, for example. You're walking down a spiritual path that could really be difficult, challenging. You might want to isolate. It's hard to be around other people, which I'm not surprised why the seventh house is coming up then. Because if we're talking about the house of partnership and love, but you're not even in the mood to be social, that's very difficult for you to be open to other energies. I'm only picking up on one thing though, and it is someone that you've been dealing with. So before we move on, let's look at the time. Oh, we're making good time. I want to see, excuse me. I want to see let's make sure, is this person coming in? Are they going to put in the effort? Are they going to come in? Oh, that wants to come out. Three of Pentacles. Okay. Collaborate, strategize. They do want some sort of communication. And again, it could lead to something social. Let's get one more. Why is the Tower here, Spirit? What's coming next in love? What is this? Nine of Swords. Okay, this could be, wow, the Tower. You can't get, maybe sometimes though, but in most occasions when the Tower is here, you're going to go through some heavy emotions, heavy thoughts, more likely thoughts because it's Swords energy. This could be, again, if you're stuck on this person, this could be where the toxic, thoughts could come in. Let's see. Let's get one more card. Why is this Tower here? Two is coming out. The Hanged Man, a different perspective. The Devil energy, and it's coming up in reverse. And this also feels like attachment. So what's happening? What's coming next in love for you? Spirit is drawing my attention to currently what you're holding on to. Okay, I do feel like the person that you are thinking about specifically is going to come back in if they're not already. However, and they do seem to be coming in with a big offer. Let's get one more on that. However, I am getting the energy. Page of Swords. Ooh, they might be spying on you. They might be keeping tabs on you. You could be doing that to them. Again, we're asking what's coming for you in love. And for many of you that are still here, that are resonating, I do feel like you have one specific person on mind that you might have been dealing with or are dealing with. You might currently be in a connection with this person. The energy I am feeling is that you might be a little too hyper focused. It could be causing you to lose track of your own self-worth, self-confidence in some way, guys. So be careful with that. Make sure. And with the Devil coming up in reverse, that could be the energy of you releasing that attachment, that, you're cutting the cord, you're going through it, which could be why you are kind of in your own bubble right now. Okay, let's see. Where's this Four of Cups and Seven of Wands headed? It is reversed. Eight of Swords, you're gonna get out of that feeling of being trapped. It almost feels that it is or was self-imposed. So again, pal one, if you're going through it, if you are keeping yourself from other opportunities because you're focused on this person, I feel, again, I can't tell you what to do, but I do think that it might be a good idea for you and your own mental health and your own confidence to keep yourself open, to get excited about life again. And for those of you that are single, that are dealing with someone, okay? But those of you that are in a connection, I do feel that, let's see, I do feel like there's going to be some transformation. The Hermit, yeah. The energy, though, for most of you, you're, for the most part, single. I am getting that. And you're having a hard time right now. You might be really losing. Ooh, the sun peeking out. Leo energy at the bottom of the deck. So we got Strength in reverse, which is card number 8, Leo in the sun energy. That's the house of pleasure. If we're talking about houses today, that's the 5th house, Leo, sun energy. And then we got the sun, again, house of pleasure. So right now you might be going through a difficult time or a challenging time, especially if someone is causing you that anxiety, that stress, if you've been stuck in your head or thoughts about someone specifically. I do feel like you're going to cut through the confusion. I do feel that when I'm looking at the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles, even though you are still holding on to this hope, this potential of this opportunity with this person, this Six of Cups person, you also have your mind set on the forward path. Look at where her eyes are. They're headed in the direction of forward movement. So I already feel like some advice is coming in, but I definitely think that Spirit is saying focus on self-care. Focus on opening up your heart chakra and getting into that energy with or without this person, okay? So let's move on to the True Love Oracle. I want to see what's coming for you in love. Now that we understand what the current energy is, I do sense that this person you're dealing with is offering you something big. Now, again, another message that is coming through is you might be, this could be for a few of you, okay? Ignoring an opportunity with this person. You might be really isolating yourself, but from this person. But again, I'm getting more of the energy that this person and you, that this person is coming back in. Okay? So, Spirit, with the true love, let's see what's coming for Pal 1 in love? What could we expect? With the true love, what's the message? What's the energy of their love life? Silver waterfall. Oh, get one more. Or 2. Resolving conflict, forgiveness. That makes sense with the 6 of Cups energy. All right. And then bottom of the deck, ooh, sexuality. Oh. So there might be a little bit passion in your future. You might be really feeling it. With the Queen of Wands here in reverse, Queen of Cups here in reverse, that was here earlier. Those 2 queens, I feel, is where your focus is going to be. That's the cleansing you need, like to get revived, to feel that passion again. Whether it's sexual or not, but I do feel the energy of your passion is going to be ignited. You're going to go through some sort of healing or cleanse. Energetically speaking, I feel is going to be from your own thoughts. I'm getting a lot of you are going to be near water or maybe on vacation or walk in nature, something like that, where it's going to feel very cleansing and very magical almost. Okay, just with one of the swans by itself, it's almost like you're meditating on your own. getting into your own emotion, but there is going to be some transformation. And at the end of this, there's going to be this person. I feel like this, okay, I don't want to give anyone false hope, but I am getting the energy that something is going to be resolved in the near future with this Six of Cups energy. And we did get it upright. So I do feel like there's very sweet mutual feelings between the two of you, regardless of wherever your connection is. And sorry if I'm speaking too fast. I got a comment the other day about that. Listen, I speak how I speak. I feel like I don't want the messages to leave. And sometimes I notice I speak really slow. So honestly, it really depends on the energy, and it is what it is. The point is, this person and you could be going through some sort of disconnect right now, but I do get the energy that this is going to be transformed. Okay, to go back to the eighth house with Scorpio, the transformation, and it could relate to partnerships. Okay, it doesn't necessarily mean, well, transformation could be anywhere in your life. You know, it could be career, it could be personal, friendships, partnerships. So, but we're talking about the idea of change. And with Scorpio energy being here, you know, that's the energy of someone that is very insightful, someone that, with the Queen of Swords too, you know, well, although Scorpio is water sign, but the energy of someone that is very aligned in what their goals are, what they want to manifest, like what changes they want to create in their own life. So that is the energy I'm getting for what's coming towards you or next in love or what's coming for you in love. Feels like this person is coming back in and there is going to be some sort of resolution coming in. Now, for those of you that don't relate, probably clicked off a long time ago. So I do feel that some of you know exactly who this person is. All right. So with the romance angels, and again, for those of you that don't want this person, that is always your choice, guys. You know, to invite this or allow this person back in, especially if they hurt you or you're trying to detach. You know, it depends on where you're at energetically as well. So let's see. All right, what's coming for pile ones with the romance angels? What can we expect? What's happening with this person? Okay, it's nice. And that could be, you know, okay. Pay attention to red flags. So I do, and with soulmates coming up, the energy of always use discernment, especially with this person. And I think that could be where it bit you in the past. You know, Scorpio energy could be very stinging. If they, you know, I don't know what you would say, sting you. The point is whether your person is that whether or not you and this person had that type of moment, it is a or regardless of how you feel toward this person, and I am getting a lot of beautiful, sweet energy, and a big offer is coming your way. It feels committed. You know, Ace of Pentacles is someone that is offering you a future, a big picture. So this person is coming in, will come in eventually, and it could be very spiritual too. But again, with the pay attention to red flags, never go in blindly. You know, take your time. Don't get so sucked into the energy and hyper focus. Allow it to be playful. You know, make sure that you are also socializing, especially those of you that we talked about earlier might be hermiting or just really losing track of your day to day energy. You know, you might be holding up, might be too hot outside or too rainy outside or whatever the excuse is. You're not feeling well, or you'd rather just veg out and watch your show. You know, whatever that feeling is, I think this energy is you're going to start opening up to more social events. Okay, you know, we did get the seventh house, the house of partnerships. Remember, it could also be family, it could be friendships, it could be this person, this relationship. But, allow yourself to get out of that hermit mode for those of you that are in there. Okay. Also, the playful energy, I like that energy. It's like, don't be so serious. That's where the attachment is when you're just so serious. Because when you feel like you are hyper focused on someone, if they're, not, if they're making you feel like at any time you could lose them, that feeling, that's where the attachment is. The feeling that you don't want to lose this person, but you have to be okay with losing this person. And as soon as you reconcile with that, like if this person is in my life or not, I'm going to be fine, and the right person is going to come towards you, or that energy, that's the feeling of being aligned in life again. If that makes sense. Okay, let's get your starry beginnings. Ooh. Be, feel, receive abundance. Ooh, I love it. Card number 40. This is the energy that I'm picking up on. Like, get into that abundance. All that you desire is achievable. But if you're not really, focused on things, passionate things that you desire, or if it's only hyper focused on one thing, i.e., this person, you might be closed off or losing out on other opportunities, with the Four Cups being here. So, friendly advice from Spirit. These pyramids, man. Friendly advice from Spirit. Be in the moment. Don't be scared of what emotions come through. And, remember to be grateful. A grateful gratitude is such a good practice. Sometimes I forget, you get into those routines and you forget how grateful life to be alive is, You are the breath. Listen and connect your intuition. Card number 9. This is hermit energy with 9. This could be what you're going through, guys. You might be hermiting on purpose. So let me just remind you, if you're not ready to be social, don't force it. But allow yourself to peel back those layers and get back to your life, especially for those of you that are in your hermit. Now, if you are going through that type of energy, dark night of the soul, you're doing shadow work with the devil coming up in reverse, that could be also going through some healing, figuring out your thoughts, knowing that you aren't your thoughts, all that good stuff. Meditation could be something that you're already practicing. So good job. If you're not, that is advice and reminder for you to figure out some sort of meditative practice. Breath work, for example. I've never done breath work. Um, I don't know if my lungs could handle it. uh, but I would love to try it. I would love to try that. But either way, that could be advice for you too. Spend time on you. Balance yourself. Card number 39. So we got 39, 49. That's interesting. Some of you may be shifting into more self care. And I think that's important, for those of you that are isolating or, taking time out from social. And I do think that's going to transform. That's what's coming for you in love. Like once you transform this energy, then I do feel like that's potentially when this person is going to come in when you least expect it, because it's coming in next to the tower. So I feel that when you get your energy in check and you are completely in your own power, your aligned divine power, when all 4 queens are upright, it's like you're 50-50 right now. When you're focusing on what needs to be transformed, those changes in your life, this person may come in. That's kind of how it works sometimes. Sexuality. I'm just looking at sexuality again. So as we close out your reading, and the reason I'm looking at that is I feel that's what's going to be your guidepost, your sign that you are on the right path. What excites you? What brings you passion? If this person currently, the Six of Cups person currently, is not bringing you that energy, stop thinking about this person. Even if it is your person, even if it is who's coming for you, what's happening next in your love. And it might be this person, right? But, it's important to feel passion in your own life too. So, that being said, let's look at your angel number as we close out your reading. Any message, spirit, or synchronicities, confirmations that we could give pile one. As we got 7 and 8, seventh house, eighth house. We're getting a lot of 9 energy with the Hermit energy. Let's see. Right, what does pile one need to see? What does pile one need to see? Whoa. You know what that reminds me of right out the gate? Fool energy times 4. Because Fool energy is card number 0, and that's someone that takes risks, that takes action. So you might be on the cusp of that transformation that we picked up at the beginning of the reading, of you ready to take action. You're going to get that moment. The strength is going to be built. We got strength twice, and it says obstacles, hardships, strength, building character, experience. There might be some difficulties ahead, but you will push through. You got this. If you have been struggling or feeling lost, the winds of change will blow in your favor. If you've been suffering or feeling lost, some things may fall apart, but you're building the framework for something much better. Hang in there. Yeah, guys, wow. Bottom of the deck. 1212. 1212. Mic check. So big ventures. Wow, big ventures coming your way. Okay. So this is where we're going to leave your reading today. This was really interesting, and I know if you've stayed this long, you definitely resonated because it was very specific about someone specific. So I really wish you the best with this person and in your own life. Remember to focus on your own self-care right now and get your energy back into your alignment fully, 100%, 360. And when you're ready, that's when you're going to take that step back into, you know, socializing, relationships. So that being said, thank you so much for being here. I hope this helped. Hope it made sense and provided you with some insights of the foreseeable future. And hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Hello, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Spirit Quartz crystal, and or if you chose the white and gold tarot deck, the classic tarot deck, then welcome, pile 2. Thank you so much for being here. I'm excited for you. I want to see what's coming for you in love. Ooh. We're going to clearly start with, oh my God. I have like this energy. Wow. I am known to be clumsy, but this is. All right, Spirit, this is interesting. So, what energy could we expect for pile 2 in their love life? What's the current energy surrounding this collective energy of pile 2? What's coming for pile 2 in love? What could you tell us, Spirit, with the Astro Dice? Okay, so we're starting with the 9th house. Wow. This is Sagittarius energy, is ruled by the 9th house. It's the house of purpose. And it could have to do with a lot: morals, ethics, your ethical code, figuring out who you are, which a lot of you probably already know that. So this could also just be philosophy in general, like just, getting into your head about like different topics, different things. Could have to do with religion. You could be having vivid dreams. Gaining a lot of insights also could represent personal growth because it's the 9, okay, which is hermit energy. So a lot of like a self journey of purpose, okay? Now you also got, oh, I love it, Aries energy. Sorry. Let me aim for the right camera angle. Sorry, guys. Aries energy. So this is the first house, house of self. So that's interesting how we have Aries and Sagittarius, which is really self driven. Okay. So you might have really been going through some sort of identity transformation, being more creative and expressive in your self expressive. Could have to do with different aspects of your own character. Again, it kind of matches, to be honest, the first house and the ninth house. I like it. It's interesting. You're really learning a lot about yourself right now. You might be going through some sort of dark night of the soul, because that's the only, like, or ego death of some kind where you are figuring out, you know, that you are beyond the thoughts. Okay, sorry, I went in on that, but that's pretty cool. Okay, we'll keep that in mind as we are looking at the energy with the tarot of what's coming for you in love. So go ahead and split the deck. And again, Spirit, thank you so much for being here. Of course, as always, may we get the best messages, the most insightful and helpful messages for pile 2 today on their journey for what's coming for them in love. What's coming for pile 2 in love? We're going to start with 5 cards, then we're going to get the clarifiers. So what's coming for pile 2 in love right now, Spirit? What we expect? So we have the Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay, interesting. It's coming for pile 2 in love. The Chariot. Ooh. So this is our first major arcana, card number 7. And it's Cancer energy. And it's in the sign of Moon. Moon, Cancer, the Chariot. Okay, that's it. We have the World. Ooh, so this is card number 21, another major arcana. This is Leo energy. So I'm seeing already growth. Whatever cycle or ending you've been in. Ooh, sorry about that. I think I should cover her just in case. Whatever cycle or ending you've been in, it's driving you to forward movement to get back out there. I feel like you are going to be socializing. So we got the Queen of Pentacles coming up in reverse. Interesting. You might be, but like I said, you might be going through something. Some sort of spiritual growth or path. But what's coming for pile 2 in love? What could you tell us? Oh. King of Cups. Wow. Okay. Now we're talking. I feel like there might be more than one person in your energy field. 10 of Cups. Guys. Coming with the Chariot. Okay. You might have been dealing with 2 types of people. 4 of Swords in reverse under the World, coming out of some sort of self-reflection. Again, with the first house and the 9th house, Aries and Sagittarius, the house of purpose, self, identity. I feel like you're coming through some sort of dark night, making a judgment. Okay, so we have another major arcana. The Judgment is right before the World with the card number 20, Libra energy. All right, let's get our last card. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here? What's coming for pile 2? Knight of Cups. Okay, I like it. 6 of Swords. Here's what I'm getting. There's someone new coming your way. I feel like the overall energy, and again, if this doesn't resonate, feel free to pick another pile, but for those of you that this resonates, I'm getting that you are walking away from someone that may have been a little toxic, may not have been good for you, and you're headed towards something that has someone or something that has more emotion and more of a connection involved, more of a commitment I'm feeling. You are going to be enjoying the company of this person. I feel like it's a new person. Okay, let's get into it. I'm excited for you, Pal, too, because if you've gone through some dark times, that's the energy I am feeling that you are transitioning. Perhaps a lot of you are transitioning out of it, but a lot of you could be in different points in this phase, okay? But the phase I'm talking about is self awareness, like opening up your third eye. Like when I see the first house, which is Mars energy, that's like becoming more aware of self. And that's giving like third eye chakra opening, crown chakra opening. And in order to access that, there has to be some sort of ego death. Knowing that your identity is not your thoughts, not your mind. Wow, I went in. I went in. The reason I went in is because that could be very challenging and difficult to walk that path. Any type of ego death, and you might have more than one. I mean, it's always a continual process. There's never an end game, but you just become more and more conscious. So you might be really conscious right now, really self aware, really present. Or you might be getting there, okay? It depends on where you're at. So I feel like there's two people. Now we have King of Cups and the Knight of Cups. This King of Cups, that's, whether it's male, female, same sex, it doesn't matter. This is the energy of someone that is solid in their emotions, that have big emotions for you, but knows how to control it, knows how to take their time and develop it. And with the Knight of Cups, I do feel like this person, and we'll get there, is going to be coming in with a love offer. Now, we also have the Knight of Wands in reverse that we're dealing with. Someone in the past or someone's energy that could still be around you that may be more in their toxic ways. It could have been like friends with benefits, some sort of situationship with this person where you maybe couldn't trust this person or the outcome, or just get that feeling of safety, of commitment. I feel like this person that you are walking away from is someone that really wasn't giving you that solid foundation or wanting to try to build that solid foundation. It could have left you really down in the dumps, especially if you had an attachment to this person. Okay. And Knight of Wands energy feels like a player energy. They could be dealing with other people. You may have realized that. That could be really hurtful. But we got the King of Cups. So I don't think it's the same person. I think it's someone new coming in, because with the Chariot and the Ten of Cups, it's the energy of someone headed in your direction and knowing that they want to build something solid with you. Ten of Cups is like future energy. So what's coming for you in love is going to be someone that's legit offering you a love connection. And they're going to take aligned action steps towards you. You're going to know this because I feel like this is what you probably are waking up to if you've been in some sort of isolation, slumber, working on self. The ninth house, which is Sagittarius, the house of purpose, could really be someone that is just working through things independently as well. It's like personal growth, which goes back to the 9 energy in the major arcana, which is hermit energy. So with the Four of Swords, it's in the world, reflecting on some sort of ending, but also ready for a new beginning. Getting that it's like full circle. You are making that decision to wake up from your slumber and start socializing again and getting more in that energy. So I feel like that's what's coming toward you in love. More yeses to invites, could be dates, it could be social gatherings with friends, just things like that, where you are putting yourself in the position of having that opportunity of someone moving towards you. Now, here's the thing with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you might not, you still might not be ready. You could still be healing or going through like that ego death, that um dark night of the soul. Gosh, that's so cliche to say nowadays, you know? But it's like you're doing the shadow work. You're healing from something, and you could really be having a difficult time wanting to even get into a solid, committed connection with someone. But there is a love offer coming your way regardless. And this person is taking you seriously. But, you know, with the Six of Swords being here at the bottom of the deck energy, it's the feeling of, yeah, Knight of Swords in reverse. You could be walking away from something, and in doing so, you need it. You need time. You need your time to heal. You could be spying on this person, or this person could be keeping tabs on you. Um, yeah, I think you have hope for a new future though, because Six of Swords, I mean, it's not just walking away from something, it's also walking towards something as well, getting across the water to the other side, like getting through it. So that's kind of the energy I'm feeling. Okay, so I want to see what the Queen of Pentacles, you know, because whether you're male or female, the energy I'm getting is you are maybe not ready. But what's coming for you in love is you're going to get ready. This is what you're working on, what you're working toward. And I think once you get there, because there's going to be a love offer. All right. Yeah, Page of Cups. You might also feel the crush. You know, that doesn't, just because you might not be ready doesn't mean you don't feel the emotions. So don't let fear or anxiety get in your way. We're going to get eventually into our oracle, our advice at the end, but that's already something I would tell you if you are a little hesitant, especially because you're leaving something behind. I get that energy. Ooh, oh my God. Oh my God. As I'm talking and ranting, Four of Cups comes up. Yeah, you could be missing, not ready to take that opportunity. That could be what you are dealing with right now. And I get that. That feels like emotional unavailability. You might not even know what it is, or you might recognize that you're in it. And guess what? Don't force it. Don't force it. So, Ten of Cups in the Chariot with the King of Cups and the Knight of Wands in reverse. What's this energy, Spirit? What could you tell us? Clarifiers, completions. I hear the motorcycle. The Lovers in reverse coming up. Gosh, I keep having to cover these just in case. It's a classic deck, but even in the classic deck, Two of Wands. Okay, wow. Yeah, that makes sense, guys. What direction to go into? It might be difficult to detach from the past. Like I said, if you're releasing some attachment or releasing someone that may not have been good for you or may not have been giving you that commitment. And now it's like roles are reversed. Someone's coming your way with a solid offer and you might be hesitating. The Devil energy in reverse. And that to me implies you, and now the Five of Cups in reverse, that you are healing from this. I'm getting really strong message on that. So if you're still here, you should resonate with these messages. Let's see. Three of Cups and Judgment. I really do feel like you're gonna get more social. Yeah, Eight of Cups, walking away from something and towards something better. I feel like you're gonna get out of some sort of a hermit or isolation where you are, you know, starting over again. Wow, this is like the same. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm getting the same message again. You're starting from zero and you're going to build again. You're starting a new cycle. And whether or not this person, this new person that's coming towards you, whether or not you're going to make the choice, that's coming up for you. You are going to be in that situation where you're wondering if this is someone you want to be with. Are you ready? Have you released what you needed to release from the past? It's going to be a hard decision. I'm wondering if that's what you're currently in or if this is headed your way. What's coming for you in love? This could be very near. Okay? Wow. Let's get into your oracle. We're going to start with the true love. Excited to see now. We got a lot of pyramids, so we're going to try to figure out how to fit the cards. Maybe we could cover them. Gosh, I didn't realize I am such an airhead sometimes, guys. I realized I could place the oracle and remove the pyramid. This is the first time I'm realizing that. Wow. Whoa. All right. Spirit, I would like 2 cards. Using the true love for pile 2. What's coming for pile 2? 2 people. Wow. Resolving conflict. Okay. See, I'm doing it again. I'm forgetting I could cover that. I love myself sometimes. All right. Resolving conflict. It says love. Now, this could be you. This could be your energy of releasing the past, resolving that situation or whatever it is that was not good for you, toxic in some way, that left you needing to walk away. Or that person could have walked away or ghosted or whatever. Take it as it fits. But some of the messages I'm getting is it's just you getting through it on your own, resolving this and letting it go. Because again, if we're in the first house, which is Aries, that's the house of self. So resolving conflict could just be you releasing what you need to release. But for some of you, it could be resolving conflict with that person. If this is the same person, I'm not getting the energy. I feel like someone new is coming in. But for some of you, this could be, take it as it fits. But I feel like it's a new person coming in. Maturity. This could represent you learning and going through, again, your own self-growth, having a purpose, journaling. It could also be a form of communication, and it also feels aligned. Someone is watching over this person as they are writing. Feathers could mean something. The idea of really engaging in some sort of communicative, and that could be this new person and you developing some sort of, friendship in some way. So that could mean texting someone back and forth. But I think for a lot of you, this could be the self-growth, self-healing you've been going through as well. Journaling could be a form of therapy for some of you. All right, so let's see. Oh, I only wanted 2 cards for this, but I started shuffling again. I'm really tuned in. So let's commitment. Okay. This and the gardener. Which is interesting because with the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, it feels like someone taking a moment and figuring out how to rebuild. So with the gardener being here, it's the energy of starting over and really building a solid foundation. And that could be with someone specific. And now, because I felt guided without me knowing to shuffle one more card, we got commitment. So this King of Cups, Knight of Cups energy, whoever this person is really coming forward. There it is. Okay. So let's get into our romance angels. Let's keep it moving. I want to see what's coming for you with the romance angels. What other details could we see, Spirit, for pile 2? Do one more shuffle. Okay, thank you. So what's coming for pile 2? What else could we see, Spirit? What do we need to see coming? Oh, that could be a lot. Flirt. Okay, but we are going to keep this one. Passion. Ooh. Release your ex, guys. Yeah. I don't know. You deserve love. Okay, that's interesting. So we got release your ex, passion, and you deserve love. So I do feel whatever, like I was mentioning before, and I don't want to repeat myself, but some of you are going through some sort of transition out of this energy of releasing someone in your past. And again, I do feel like what is coming towards you is someone that is going to be emotionally and passionately charged. And it could just be your own blocks that is getting in the way. I feel for a lot of you, that is what you're working on, what you're working toward um, behind the scenes. So even if you're communicating with this new person, I do feel that you are taking it slow. Pentacles energy is very slow, and because it's in the reversal, you could be really resistant. But let's see. So, again, that could just be you not feeling confident. Okay, but that take that as it fits. Let's see. Spirit, with these starry beginnings, what's coming for pile 2 in love? What else could you tell us? Let's get 2 cards. What else could you tell us, Spirit? Let love be your guide. Ooh, with the cups energy. I mean, the 10 of cups came out, guys. Like, I feel like Spirit is saying you're going to feel it, you're going to sense it. That, you might be introduced to someone that could potentially be a soulmate. This is card number 30. What is this? 34. So I feel like that's a really good message for you guys. Live a life from love, guided by love. So that energy that you might be cultivating on your own, that could have a lot to do with self growth too. And, figuring out, I also feel like you're recognizing your own mistakes when it comes to connections and relationships. It's almost like you're facing your own shadows. Let's see. It is safe to let go. Guys, we're getting the same messages. Card number 41. You are surrounded by love. Oh my goodness. It can't be more clear than that, guys. I feel like Spirit is really coming in strong to say, whoever this person is that you need to release, it's okay to release it. If you've been worried about releasing it, I mean, whatever that feels like for you, and I know releasing someone or an addictive feeling towards someone could be really difficult for those of you that are going through that type of energy. But some of you may have already moved on. I mean, again, it really depends on where you're at. So we have card number 31, embrace the dark. Gosh, this feels like the first house again. Aries, shine your true light upon the earth. Have a purpose. This goes back to the first and the 9th house, guys, for you. So that being said, I wanted to make sure, I'm like, oh my goodness. That being said, it really does feel like you are going through some sort of like dark night. Facing your darkness, facing the shadows, facing your thoughts, and releasing the thoughts, the attachment to those thoughts. Because that's really what it is. It's not really it could be an attachment to the person, but it really does come with thoughts, right? So, okay, let's get into your angel number. As we're closing out your reading, what's coming for you? Because I feel like a soulmate's coming your way. You may be releasing someone karmic. Because Let love be your guide. It is safe to let go, because I think Spirit is coming in to say there is someone that is going to show you how they feel. They're going to really give you that sense of security that you might not have felt before. But for those of you that are on your own right now or not ready for that yet, and just talking to this person, you might just be really taking it slow. I do feel like it's important for you to go at your own pace. So, what's coming for you in love? What's the advice, Spirit? Our angel number advice. I only wanted one, but we got sevens. Inspired action. Ooh, I like that. Says intuition, inspired action, beauty, art, socializing. It's giving the Three of Cups energy. Sevens could mean something that's chariot energy as well. So I feel like this is a message of only take inspired action. So let's see what it says. Get some fresh air or call some of your pals over. Take a look around you. There is so much natural beauty waiting to be discovered. Either you will soon become involved in an exciting new project, or you will go out on a date. Put your charisma to use everywhere. Spread your charm around. Guys, this is what's happening in love. Someone new is coming in. You might find yourself going on a date. We got fives, compassion, love, affection, compassion, kindness, attention. Look at that, self-love. Several unexpected developments will enter your life and impact how you feel. This is a chance to reevaluate your identity. You need a mental shift toward greater optimism, self-assurance, and trust. Put your faith in your gut and inner voice. Pay attention to your feelings and use them to help you become a better person. Yeah, you're going to really heal a lot of different aspects of yourself, guys. Getting the energy that you are going to come through a really dark time. Look at that. 707, good luck. Spirit is wishing you good luck. Divine timing coming in after that. You know, you're going to feel that alignment, that contentment with self. And I think you're going to know when it's time for you to accept someone new into your life. But I do sense that there could be a connection that you are going to feel in return. You might just have to get through some of your own blocks and stuff like that. So that's really what the advice is. I wish you good luck as well. So does Spirit. And remember to always take aligned action. Again, sevens and fives could mean something for you guys. Ones and nines. That being said, this is where we're going to leave your reading. Thank you so much for watching and staying this long. I hope it helped and gave you some insights that you needed for what's going on energetically with you right now. And hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Hello, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the selenite wand, and on selenite and selenite, how should we? Okay, let's do this. We're going to stack it. How about that? So if you chose the selenite or if you chose the red and gold foiled classic deck, then this is your reading pile 3. Thank you so much for being here today. So I'm excited to see what's in store for you, what's coming for you in love. We're going to start with the Astro Dice. As we are asking Spirit, what is the energy, the current energy that's surrounding pile 3 right now when it comes to love? What can we expect? What's coming in love for pile 3? Okay, so we're going to start with the 3rd house, which is in Gemini. Gemini is in the 3rd house. And we also have... So we are in the house of communication, guys. Sorry, I had a blank moment for a moment. So, you know why? Because I'm trying to concentrate on making sure I don't forget that I'm showing you guys, and it's hard to. So, third house, there it is. So, that being said, let me focus. So, Gemini is in the third house, okay? Gemini is an air sign, and this is the house of communication. So, this is interesting. What's coming for you in love? There could be more communication coming towards you. And then we have, let me focus, the house. It's Libra energy. It's the 7th house, which is the house of partnership. The balance in a relationship, it could be romantic, business, family, any type of relationship. But, we could be talking about a romantic relationship here. There it is. I almost lost it. So that's Libra energy, and Libra energy is also an air sign. So we have 2 air signs, and again, we're in the 3rd house and we're in the 7th house. Communication and partnership. Wow. So what's coming for you in love? Let's go ahead and get into the tarot. So this is a little slippery, so I gotta be careful. Thank you so much, Spirit, for coming through for pile 3's energy and the collective energy as we're asking. Oh, hang on one second. Sorry, guys. I noticed I forgot to put the audio in, and I'm not sure if that's better or worse for you guys, but I had to stop and I had to go ahead and do that. So, good thing I didn't get too far in your tarot reading. So, to tune back into the energy, what's coming for pile 3 in love, Spirit? Thank you again so much for being here. With light and love, the best messages for pile 3's energy. What do we need to see? What's coming toward them in love? Oh my gosh. Page of Cups is jumping out. Wow. Okay. We already have someone in your energy field. And we have a Knight of Swords in reverse. Curious if this is the same energy or if this is someone else. Let's see. 5 of Wands. Okay. Could be someone else. What is happening next? We have the Devil. Ooh. All right, we're going to have to cover this. This is interesting. What's happening? And then we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. This could represent your energy right now. Whether you're male or female, take it as it resonates, pile 3, because, again, I'm getting more of the energy of someone just being in their divine power, and I'm getting more that that's you, okay? And you might have a couple of people on your mind. Let's see if there's more than that. Spirit, what's coming next in love for pile 3? We got a King of Wands in reverse. This is interesting. 3 of Pentacles. What's coming for pile 3, Spirit? We have the 8 of Cups. I feel like you might have Queen of Pentacles. And then our last is the Empress. Guys, I'm getting the energy. Knight of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like a lot of you might be dating right now because there is a lot of people in this reading. So if this doesn't sound like what, again, this could be what you're headed toward. You could be, if you're not dating and you're super single right now, or if you're only with one person and there's no one else on your radar, this might not be your reading if you're in that situation. But getting the energy for some of you, this could be future or this could be current, but I feel like dating energy. So, we are in the 3rd house and we're also in the 7th house, the house of relationships, romantic partnerships, and communication. So that could represent like dating and seeing a lot of people and figuring out your own options. I feel the energy of you kind of establishing good and bad, and going through that energy in the thick of it. So let's get into it. Because I don't think this is one person. The devil energy could represent you juggling a lot, and this could also represent you and your intention, even though your actions are a little bit more in the competitive arena, meaning there's a lot of suitors coming towards you. And I feel like you are leaving yourself open to all of the suitors, not that you are giving, being intimate physically with anyone, but the idea of you just having a few people that you are communicating with, okay, is the energy. And you might even be passionate with someone. So we got the Page of Cups, feels like crush energy. This could be the energy of what's coming in love for you, which is crush energy. This could be new people coming toward you. This could be someone specifically. King of Wands could also represent someone that things may not have worked out. It could have been passionate, or it could have been someone that you don't feel passion toward. Okay. And then who else do we have? We have the Knight of Swords. Now, I'm picking up a couple of messages with this. The energy of you looking behind the scenes at, doing research on people, especially if you're dating, like looking it up, trying to find them on social media. Something like that is the energy, or this could be someone specifically keeping their eye on you, especially if you do have a couple of people in mind, if you're dating, for example. So, Knight of Swords is the energy of someone trying to find information and they may not be upfront about it. Either way, we're getting the Three of Pentacles. So, coming up under the Knight of Swords in reverse, it feels like the energy of collaborating with different people. It could be, work related, someone in your friendship group, and someone you're dating online. Like it could be like a plethora of different options that are just coming your way, which is leading to more social engagements with the Three of Pentacles here. Because with the Five of Wands, it could feel like competitive energy. Like everyone is, has their sticks up, ready to compete. Feels like the energy of different people surrounding you. Who's going to be the winner? Who's going to come out? Because with this being clarified at Eight of Cups, I do feel like you're walking away from some of these energies. Well, specifically the King of Wands and the Knight of Swords, maybe. Now, again, if you don't have a lot of energies around you, this might not be your reading, or this could be future energies. So take it as it fits if you are still here. Those of you that doesn't resonate probably already clicked off, okay? Now, no judgment in your game. I commend you for dating if that's what you're going through right now. And I feel like you're being selective, like who you are going to focus on. It's going to feel like, I feel like that's where it's been more difficult, maybe. And that is the energy of where the devil is coming in for me, is using your own discernment when it comes to dating. Like, the energy of like who's giving you, who's saying the right things but making the wrong moves. Who's making the right moves but saying the wrong things. Like, or who's in alignment. Could you trust it? All of these feelings and thoughts are going through you. And I think that is where the devil is coming. You might be in your head a lot, or you might have that addictive energy to some of this energy that's coming. For example, you could have one person really significantly on your mind and others just for a distraction to get you off that one person. So that could be the energy as well. Either way, you're coming in as if we're looking at this as divine energy on your angle, and take it as it fits, some of you could have this could be same sex connections for some of you, or you could be mixing it up with same sex or opposite, or whatever you identify with for some of you. That might not be for a message for everyone, okay? So don't take it as it fits, but this could also represent your energy that you are finding your strength in this process that you're going through. Like the Queen of Pentacles is coming up. You are stable. You might be looking for a committed, special relationship. And because you feel like you're in your own divine power with the Empress, whether you're male or female, you are in the receiving. You are in your abundance. You are in your, peace and calm. It's the energy of just feeling empowered. And all of these together, I feel like your heart chakra is open. With the devil, and we could get some clarifiers in a moment, but it's the energy of you might be dealing with who could you trust to match you, because you already are in that divine. Pile 3, I'm really feeling a strong energy in that, which is why I feel like you're ready for this process. You're ready to date. You're ready to see who's going to contend for your heart. But I'm also getting the energy that it could come with some challenges. Okay? So, Knight of Wands at the end of the energy of the bottom of the deck, which I think is pretty interesting because it feels like you are excited for that passionate spark. I do feel like there is someone specifically that's coming through with energy of emotions and passion for you amongst the situations or people that didn't work out or are not panning out in this process. I feel like you are walking away from a lot of the options you had or you've been juggling. I feel like or at least I feel like you're in that awareness that you are ready to walk away from some of that energy and focus your attention more on one person. Yeah, and give like equal give and take to someone specific. Okay. Wow, that's interesting. So let's see. Took a moment to kind of unravel all this. If you're still with me, I'm hoping that you resonate. And again, we're going to get into the oracle, but I really am getting the energy that you are just figuring out who you are aligned with. And it could be an interesting process and a difficult process and a fun process. It's like everything in one. And you are just open to it. And it feels good. I'm happy for you that you are able to take on the dating world. And again, with the devil, let's start with that. Why is the devil here, Spirit? What's coming? Okay. Page of Swords. Another court card. And again, that's where I'm getting the indicator that there's a lot of energies, people in your field. And especially with the Page of Swords here in coming through for the devil, more communication, I feel, could bring on an addictive energy, especially if there's someone specific in mind. Let's see. King of Pentacles, someone that might be more resistant in offering you that stable offer of commitment, even though there's other contenders. I feel like you're having like a moment where do you keep others around because someone specifically isn't really locking it down. Let's see. The World in reverse. There might be a cycle with someone specifically that you are dealing with. That's where the devil energy is coming through. But here's the thing. You are still in your Empress energy. You are still in your Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. You are in your divine. And I feel like this is a confirmation for you that you are facing some of these thoughts and you're being more aware through this process and through this cycle you might be in with this person that, you know, let's see. Maybe for Queen of Wands. I love that. For you to use a slow down a little bit, maybe, if you're recognizing a little bit of addictive energy, because this might be a contender that you value and you're getting page energy from this person and knight energy. I was seeing at the bottom of the deck. You know, a little bit of passion, a little bit of a spark, a little bit of an emotional spark is what I mean. So with the King of Pentacles coming in reverse, that could be where the one thing, the one block is when it comes. You know, is this person going to lock it down? Or else you're going to keep your options open. Okay, so that's truly what it is. So let's see. Oh, gosh, these cards are so slippery. So let's see, Spirit. Three of Pentacles and Knight of Swords. The High Priestess. You might not have, I think, you know, I feel like this is coming in to say maybe tune into your intuition. Take a moment, especially if you are so wrapped up in communicating with someone and, you know, focus on romantic connections that you're losing track of your own self. You know, you're losing your own intuition. Check in with yourself for Pentacles and, you know, reprioritize what you are placing value in. For some of you, okay? And this is me just having a little tough love because that's what the cards are suggesting. You know, like maybe it's take a moment to prioritize where you place your focus. Because if you're losing track of your intuition, especially with one person or with people, ooh, Seven of Wands, Five of Pentacles, Five of Swords. Yeah, someone might be causing you a lot of conflict. And you could be starting to have your walls up. What's the situation? Or so here's the thing. I feel like this, like I said, I feel like this process is a lot. It's a lot. And again, if you have a lot of options in your field, it might not be a bad thing. It might be a good thing to keep your options open, but it's always going to be up to you whether or not to lock in with one person. Make sure it's equal give and take. And I think that's where your boundaries are right now because you're not sure if this person is going to leave you in the dust and ghost you suddenly, for example, with Five of Pentacles, or if they're going to come through for you and lock it down because there is a emotion, there is passion. But is there a solid commitment? Is there a solid foundation? Sorry, guys, I had to pause and blow my nose and clear my throat because my allergies are just consistently here. My seasonal allergies. All right, so let's get into your oracle. I am ready to see what's going on, chivalry. Someone is. You have a lot of other offers, though. I do see that. Now, those of you that are here still and are single and you have no one around you, this could be what is coming for you. But however, I think some of you are currently in this energy. So what's coming for pile 3, Spirit? What else could you tell us? Worthiness. Ooh, I feel like that's where you already are. You're just giving me the energy that you are just vibing with yourself. But maybe you're having a moment right now, which is might have guided you to come see a tarot reading. And that could be the energy of you just getting more tuned into your intuition. Because when you take a moment to self-reflect, you're in the whirlwind of things happening, drama, people, texting, that life, which sounds like a lot of fun. But again, I feel like you're in this moment of challenge, in this process, wherever you are in this. Let's get one more, Spirit. Ooh, sexual freedom coming out for you. I should cover this just in case. It is a couple that is engaged in a sexual act, so I just want to make sure that it's YouTube friendly. Bottom of the deck energy, the distorted masculine. But I want to get one more card for you, this pile 3. I want to get 3 for pile 3. Now, I know what you're thinking because I'm thinking the same thing. Sexual freedom, you could be experiencing literally some intimate moments with people, but others of you could be wanting to be a little bit more free and might be holding yourself back. It depends really on you, but I do feel like this is coming in to say what's coming for you is maybe like loosening up a little bit and having more fun. Oh, the distorted masculine wants to come in specifically. This might be a reminder that you might be having those moments with people and energy that might not be good for you. To always use your discernment. So be mindful of who you give your sexual energy to because that is a connection. Everything that you do, especially when you have a physical bond with someone, could connect you in a way. And if this person is toxic or not in their divine, it could be releasing that energy to you. Now, again, this is not for everyone. This is just for a few. But I'm also getting the message that some of you might be, those of you that are dating, coming across people that you are sensing could be a red flag. Just use discernment, I think. Bottom of the deck energy, boundaries. Always have your boundaries, which is funny because we have the 7 of Wands at the bottom of the deck energy, which feels like boundaries in the connections that you're making. Make sure that you are knowing who you want to go on that second date with or which energy you want to keep around you. Also could be the feeling of when are you going to lock in with one person. So use your discernment, but I feel like your boundaries are up. And it could be because you're not getting that reciprocal feeling from them yet. You could be also a lot in your head over it. That addictive energy I'm sensing a little bit with the devil and the clarifiers that came out with it, the Page of Swords and the Queen of Wands, like the feeling of, is this communication too much? Am I jumping the gun with this person, with one of this one person that's on my mind? That energy of maybe taking a moment to slow down. Okay, so let's see what else. Spirit, romance, angels. Let's move on. What's coming for pile 3, Spirit? What is the energy? Get one more. Okay. Bottom of the deck, trust. Ooh. Along with using your discernment, like who could you trust? What could you trust? Could you trust this person who is kind of shining a little bit more than other options? Uh, Release your ex. Now, for some of you, this could be someone in your past that you are hanging on to. Or that could be one of the things on in the mix, separation. Take that as it fits because again, this King of Pentacles in reverse, that could be someone that is giving you a little bit of hot cold energy. Could some of you be in a separation with one specific person as you are opening yourself up to other connections? So that could be the energy for a lot of you. Take it as it fits. Okay, let's get into the Starry beginnings oracle. See what else comes out for you. Trust. That's hard. Who to trust? Especially if this is, if you're getting to know a lot of different energies. But I do feel like you are starting to feel a little bit more confident, or you might feel more confident in someone. Eventually, I do feel like there is really sweet energy that is coming your way. You're just not sure. Okay. Starry beginning, Spirit. What else do we need to see for pile 3? What's coming toward them in love? What's coming for pile 3 in love? You deserve good things. Worthiness, to go back to worthiness. Card number 13. Keep your focus on what you want. This is death energy with card number 13. I feel like if for those of you that are dating and keeping your options open, like you are figuring out what you want, what you don't want. You're using your own guide to lead you on the right direction when it comes to people and different energies. The way is clear. Card number 3, Empress energy again. Guys, I feel like you are in your divine though. A lot of you know exactly what you want, and you really are empowering yourself right now in some way. Or this is the energy of what's coming for you in love. You're going to feel so divine. You're going to feel abundant, and you're going to feel like you are on the right path. Awaken to the power within you. That intuition is going to start kicking in. Following the path of another. Your path is being redirected to where it should be. Card number 21, the world. Leo energy. You might be ending a cycle and starting a new cycle of dating. You might be getting redirected from someone or something or some situation in some way. Take that as it fits for some of you. And again, that could be someone that you are releasing, or you might have broken up with someone and you are now leaving your options open. Someone new could be coming towards you that is just really exciting you and giving you that passionate spark. So let's see. As we close out your reading, I want to get your angel number. We're getting a lot of interesting numbers. 3s, 2s, 1s. We also have 3s. And then let's not forget that we're dealing with Libra energy 7s, the 7th house, and the 3rd house, which is communication. And we got a 3 again, which could also mean, the Empress energy, 21, the world, adds up to 3. And then we got 13, which, of course, there's a 3 in that. So 3s could, and this is pile 3. Wow. 3s could mean something. You might be seeing 3s. All right. So as we talk about numbers, let's get into our angel numbers for any advice, messages, anything we need to see. Spirit, just one card. Just one card, Spirit. Okay. Thank you so much. Wow. 1313. Guys, justice. Change, rebellion, guidance, justice, truth, character, love. Bottom of the deck energy. So death twice, justice. I don't know. I feel like using your discernment of who you want to keep around and who you want to not keep around. Wow. Guys, this is crazy. These numbers are so synchronized. 21, which is world energy, and now we're getting 21, 21, and it also equals up to 3, 3. Success, wealth, balance, finances, success, wealth, cycles. Yes, cycles, the world energy. What goes around comes around. I'm going to read this one. Your current circumstances are ending, so you might take advantage of better ones. If you are experiencing a significant change or conclusion, viewing your life as a series of cycles or chapters may be helpful. How can you make room for something new to emerge? I feel like that is what is happening. You are having a new beginning with someone or others. take it as it fits, because one of you could be focusing on, dating, but also someone special is emerging. I do feel like a lot of you are releasing something or someone from your past as well. And also using discernment for those of you that are dating, like releasing energies that aren't good for you. If someone is ghosting you, to literally be okay with that and walk away from that type of energy. So, wow, threes, ones, 21, 13, pile three. This is where we're going to leave your reading. And I hope this made sense. I really wish you good luck. Getting the energy of luck, of divine empowerment. I do feel very strength from this pile. So you're emerging as someone that is very strong. And if you don't feel that energy right now, this is what's coming for you in love. You are going to be in that energy and you are going to find the right person. The right person is coming towards you. Okay? So this is where we're going to leave your reading. And I hope this made sense and give you some insights in some way. Thank you so much for staying this long. And hopefully I'll see you again. Bye, guys. Hello, and welcome to your reading. If you chose the Celestine crystal, and or if you chose the holographic tarot deck, then welcome, pile 4. Really excited for you to be here today. So before we get into the tarot, we are going to take a little spin and roll off the Astro Dice. We're asking, what's coming for you in love, pile 4? What's the energy surrounding you? Future energy, what do we need to be aware of, Spirit, when it comes to what's coming for pile 4 in love? What do we have? Okay, so first we have, let me show you, the second house, which is Taurus is in the reigning sign in the second house, Venus energy. This is the house of possessions, of value. This could have to do with material wealth, your materialism, materialistic in some way, whatever it is that you're placing value in. It could be investments, your needs, your wants, things like that. And curious of what's going on. So the house of possessions, of value and possessions. Then we have 6 to 9, which is Cancer energy. And Cancer energy is in the 4th house, which is the house of home and family. I'm getting a lot of earth, a lot of pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. But again, we have Cancer, which is a water sign. Taurus, which is in the 2nd house, is also earth. Wow, so I'm getting a lot of you this could be a work-related situation that is coming your way for some of you, or you could be really focusing on work, your professional growth, your stability, your domestic affairs in some way. You could already be in a connection. Let's see what's going on. What's coming for you in love? Let's leave it open for Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, for being here today for pile 4. The collective energy of pile 4. What do we need to see? What's coming for pile 4 in love? What did we need to see today, Spirit? Thank you so much for being here, of course. What's coming for pile 4 in love? Ooh, these cards bend a little bit. We have the Emperor, guys. Okay. What's coming in love? 3 of Pentacles. Pile 4 in love, Spirit. What do we got? Page of Swords coming up. I feel like you might already be in a commitment. So we have the 10 of Wands. What's coming for you in love? And then we have the King of Wands in reverse. Let's see. Spirit, what's going on? Pile 4. What's coming toward pile 4 in love? What's coming for pile 4? Let's see. So we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. I'm wondering if you are having a difficult time with someone as far as commitment or the next stage in your connection or relationship. Let's see. Spirit. So we have the Eight of Wands in reverse, coming in with the Three of Pentacles. Why is the Page of Swords here? What's coming for pile 4? Nine of Wands in reverse. Ace of Cups in reverse, clarifying the Ten of Wands. Okay. I feel like you're dealing with someone who is going through a very difficult time financially. You and this person could be going through something together financially, a struggle. You know, again, to go back to the houses, we're in the second house, which is the, value, possessions, material wealth, your environment. And then we also have house of home and family. So the idea of this relating to stability, it could be financial stability. It could also just, yeah, I'm getting for a lot of you. So, and we might have to get some clarifiers as well, but I feel that there might be some sort of lack of currency coming in. Okay. And it could be energetic. It could be energetic. We could find out. So, but again, energy as far as emotions and, is this person, I think there is this, for a lot of you, there is one person on your mind. What's coming for you in love. Is this person going to come in with a solid offer? Or the next stage in your connection or commitment, if you're already in a relationship with this person, for example, or just whatever that next stage would look like. I feel that you are wondering whether or not that's going to happen. Okay, pile 4? That's the energy I'm getting. So a lot of you, I feel like this person is resistant. They are focused on this person in your energy field is focused on their home, their value, their possessions, something financial. I feel like with the Knight of Pentacles coming in reverse, this person might have a difficult time making an offer or making you feel good about a consistent, stable connection between the both of you. It feels like there's a little bit of resistance. It's because I do feel like this person is focusing on their own stability. Okay, I do sense that they are, or you and they are at a distance in some way. This person, with the Eight of Wands coming up in reverse with the Three of Pentacles. Ooh, what was that outside? Sounded like a firecracker or a flat tire or something like that. Yeah, like there was a sudden misdirection or some sort of collaboration, or it could have been a fight. And I think it was some type of miscommunication that led to you guys maybe not seeing eye to eye. I'm wondering if, yeah, it's like you're having a hard time, or we're having a hard time coming up with a plan to even like meet in person, maybe. There is communication coming in, though. Page of Swords feels like messages, back and forth communication in some way. And it might feel very easy. Someone that doesn't want things to be in conflict or challenging. So I do feel like if you and this person aren't talking right now, you are going to be talking, it's going to be a little bit more surface leveled. Okay, but I do think that it's going to be real. I do feel like, a lot of it is this person might be holding back. They could be emotionally unavailable. It's burdensome to even think about romantic endeavors, even if you are in a relationship with this person and there are something's going on or disrupting in their career or professional life, it could really feel difficult to feel good about giving that love offer, even on a daily basis to someone that you're with. You know, with the Ace of Cups, it feels a little bit like the energy of this person feeling depleted. Now, this could also be your energy, okay? You know, a little bit where it's getting difficult to keep making that love offer or keeping yourself open. It's starting to feel a little burdensome. Take that as it fits. With the King of Wands coming in reverse, giving the energy that someone is not really taking aligned action right now. I'm getting someone not moving forward. And but there is communication. So what's coming for you in love? We need to get some clarifiers. This is interesting. I'm wondering if you guys are resonating with this. For those of you that are dealing with one person, regardless of whatever your connection is, I'm getting the energy of communication. However, a lot of it is there's a little bit of resistance and a little bit of blocked energy from this person. Could be same sex for some of you. Take that as it fits. You know, regardless of whatever type of whether you're male or female, it really doesn't matter. So where do I want to go to first? I think let's just see, why is the Emperor and the Knight of Pentacles here in reverse, Spirit? What's it coming for pile 4? So we do have, okay. Let's get one more card. I want to make sure I'm getting the right message. Because 2 messages came through. All right, so I'm getting the energy that someone is going to move forward in your direction. This could also be you initiating some sort of movement. It could be you. And I'm getting the energy that there could be some success behind this forward movement. Take it as it fits, guys, because again, I know some of you are thinking, I am not reaching out or I'm not going to be the one. You know, some of you may be in that energy, but those of you that feel that it's okay for you to move forward and communicate, I am getting that it's going to flow and it's going to feel like a risk, but there is going to be some sort of success in being able to communicate with this person. Why is the 8 of Wands in reverse with the 3 of Pentacles, Spirit? What do we need to see? Okay, the Devil energy. This feels like hot, cold energy. I want to get one more card. 2 of Swords in reverse. Yeah, a little bit of stuck energy. Someone that comes in and out. But I think a lot of that is because they are not stable. They don't seem to be ready for a type of relationship that you might be looking for. Take that as it resonates, guys. I don't want to make anyone feel bad about this person, especially if you're already dealing with difficult energy. But I do feel like there's communication. So let's see what happens. 10 of Wands with the Ace of Cups. What's coming for pile 4, Spirit? What can we expect? Okay, Queen of Cups. I do feel like you are going to be finding your own divine energy, your own divine strength. Why is the 10 of Wands, Ace of Cups here? An ending. Okay. Someone could have walked away. There could have been an ending of some sorts with this specific person. Some of you are tuning into the energy of someone that is still energetically in your field. Why? It could be because you're communicating with this person, or communication is coming towards you with this person. Let's see. King of Wands with the 8 of Swords. Okay. Yeah. This person could have one point walked away, made you left you abandoned, and now we have the Ace of Pentacles. So is this person gonna come in with a big offer? What that means? Four of Pentacles. I do feel the energy of this person shifting their perspective on placing what they're placing their value in. I also am thinking that this may feel you and this person, there might be potential. I'm not sure. Let's see. Why the Empress, guys? And now we have the Emperor. Okay. Maybe that's why I was meant to do a fourth pile. Guys, this could be your divine counterpart. This could be a twin. Take it as it fits. Take it as it resonates. This could be you are in separation, or even if you are already in a relationship, this feels like hot, cold. I do think a decision is going to be made. There is going to be success coming in, whether you're taking initiative or they are. Either way, I do feel like there is going to be an offer, a big offer. Value is going to be reprioritized. You know, we are in the second house, which is the house of wrong thing. There it is. The second house, which is the house of value possessions. And now we're getting the Four of Pentacles. But it's coming up with the Empress and the Ace of Pentacles. This person is going to maybe coming in differently. And again, you have to make sure you use your discernment. I would take baby steps. For example, you might really be in your divine power, because even though we're getting a lot of energy of this person struggling and there's challenges and conflict, the Emperor came out. So I do feel like they recognize you and you recognize them as someone important in your life. Okay? Bottom of the deck, we have Eight of Cups in reverse, which is someone not willing to walk away. They may have walked away at one point, but not permanently. So take it as it fits, depending on where you are in this connection, whether you're in separation or together. I think what's happening is what's coming for you in this situation or in this connection is communication. That potentially may lead to a a more stable connection, guys. This might grow into something if it comes back around. Let's see. Let's see if we're on the right track here with Pile 4 Spirit. What could you tell us with the true love? What's going on, Spirit? What could we expect? What's coming for Pile 4 in love? Wow, we got this a lot. Ooh, this is a hot summer. All right, but I think I need to cover this too. Sexual freedom. There could be a lot of passionate energy with this person. I'm getting that you and them, it could be mutual, but I feel like there is fire involved. Let's see. What else, Spirit? What is coming? Okay, that flew across the floor. Maturity. This came up before too. This could also be where you and this person are evolving or have evolved in this connection at this point. Okay, let's get one more card, maybe two more, just because it's pile 4. Yeah, let's do that. Two more cards, Spirit. Okay, that's half the deck. Let's see, Spirit. What is coming for pile 4? Life purpose. Love. Wow. Okay. Guys, this feels where whatever this connection is, and for those of you that are in a committed relationship with this person may at one point been really resistant to taking it to the next phase or next step. However, I do feel like that's where it's headed. A huge offer is going to be made, and I do feel like you and this person do love each other. There is love and life purpose, like it's meant to be. Bottom of the deck, the divine feminine, of course. Okay, I definitely need to cover her. Let's do this. She's a little exposed, the divine feminine. So, wow, guys, that could be a confirmation as well to go back to the energy of a spiritual connection, of this being your divine mate. Take it as it fits. But for those of you that don't resonate with that type of lingo or those type of labels, this still feels like someone that you do match well with. You fit like a puzzle. It's very yin yang energy. All right, so romance. And again, that doesn't mean you and this person even have the same interests or the same hobbies. Yet something about your energy fits very well together. It produces a sense of peace. Okay. Let's see. One more shuffle. Okay, that was not good. All right, pile four. This is interesting. Let's see what's going on with this person. What's coming for you in love? What's love? What's coming for you in love? Wedding. Oh my God. Maybe. I mean, and this could also represent something more committed as well, something more legal in the legal sense, a union of some kind. Take it as it resonates. But somebody, you could already be married to this person. Free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. This could be the difficult energy that was surrounding the tarot too. If there was some sort of separation and it's your job to disconnect, disattach, cut the cord type of energy and free yourself, that's kind of what is shifting things in this connection, guys, because you're able to do that. Let's get two more. Stay optimistic about your love life. I feel like that is important, especially for those of you that are in a separation with this person or might be feeling like lacking hope, regardless if you're in a relationship or not. Like, is this person going to come through in that way for you, that committed way, that special way? And I feel that this is a little bit of a optimistic sign that this energy came out. Let's get one last card and then bottom of the deck energies. Thank you so much. For pile four. Okay. Let go of control issues. Control coming out twice. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. To go back to the energy of releasing outcome, letting things unfold, especially if you're starting to communicate with this person. Don't rush into it. Don't force it. Let it emerge the way it's supposed to. But that could also be, allowing yourself to have that optimism, that hope. But use your discernment too. If this person isn't giving you that equal give and take, then it's not happening yet. It's not the right time. But this is headed in your direction, whether you know this person or not. I mean, again, there could be a lot of different situations for pile four. There is a reason why we are doing a reading today, pile four. So I feel like these are important messages for you. So let's see. Starry beginning, spirit. Uh-oh, cloud and moon are up. Hi, babies. Okay. Those are my cats for those of you that are new here. So what's coming for you in love? Pile four. What can we expect, spirit? What's coming for pile four in love? I'm like on this roll to get 4 cards now. Okay. Let's see what came out for you. Believe in your power to manifest. Card number 19, which is the sun energy, Leo energy, 19. Green is giving the little bit of the heart chakra energy with green. And it says, breathe the creation into existence. Believe in the power to manifest. Almost really getting in the energy of accepting exactly where you are and where you're supposed to be. Bottom of the deck energy, so because I've been holding this, is 33, you are healing your heart. The heart hurts, but it will mend in time. You could have gone through a lot of pain. Coming to the other side of it as well, this person could have created a lot of turmoil in your life at one point. Card number 37, feel and release. Release all you've accumulated on this journey. Feels like a fresh start. Feels like divinely guided, life purpose again. Card number 37 equals up to 10, Wheel of Fortune energy. Feel and release. Ooh, cool card. Card 12. You are unlimited. What you can create is unlimited. This goes back to the energy of manifesting. I do feel like you're getting into you're getting into your divine feminine energy, whether you are a man or woman. Divine feminine energy is someone that is abundant, stable. You're not needy. You are confident. You are releasing control and accepting and inviting what is meant for you. And that's when the magic happens. Explore, love, create. Card number 44 feels like a angel number. The only thing that holds you back is you. Some of you may need to have heard that. Wow, I really love these messages that are coming up. I really think it goes back to the energy of you knowing when to release attachment to something if it's becoming too much, too burdensome, if it's becoming to feel like it's hey, you're fighting. Cloud and moon, right? Like releasing the negative energy, especially if it's with the same person. If you and this person started off rocky, or again, for those of you that understand the twin journey or the divine journey, it could be very difficult and challenging. So, but I do feel like what's coming for you in love is you're going to get past that. But it's up to you and where you're at in your own journey with getting into your divine energy. Okay. That being said, as we close out your reading, let's get to our angel messages, Spirit. What's coming for Pile for in love? What can we expect? What messages, advice, anything that we need to see? Spirit, just one card. 1818. That's the moon energy. And it says structures, spirit guides, progress, justice, structures, systems, processes, conditioning, and rules. Feels very possessive energy. I'm curious, if that has anything to do, because we are in the second house, which is the house of possession. So that could also be like energetic attachments. It says you are on the right track. Excuse me, guys. Someone from the other side has your back and encourages you to try your best. You will succeed. Observe your surroundings and communicate clearly. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces. Be sure that everything will fall to pieces, fall into place. Bottom of the deck, 909. 9 plus 9 is 18. Moon energy. You could really be going through a hard time though right now. There is good things coming toward you with this same person though. But again, I feel like as far as timeline, it's going to be up to you. And I think reflection is going to be a big part of that. Change of perspective, reflection, inner strength, wisdom, enlightenment, becoming more conscious, more aware, more woken to your own soul, your own spirit, your own divine energy, and also like staying present and not hyper focusing on this person, regardless of what you and this person are going through or have been through, depending on your connection. So I really do feel that there's going to be communication coming in with this person if it's not here already. I do feel like it's going to lead into something more substantial, more committed. There is eventually going to be a huge offer being made. And all of this is going to lead to something very committed. But before you get there, it starts with, you know, reconnecting with your, and also feeling aligned with your own heart, health, home. You know, also like the fourth house, the house of Cancer, the house of family, home, could also mean like, you know, self growth as far as love. And also, I'm feeling like soul family, soul tribe. You know, friends, family could really help you during this time as well if you're going through it. All right, guys, this is where we're going to leave your reading. I really hope you resonated with the messages and it made sense for you and it helped you in some way. Let me know if it did, and hopefully, I'll see you again. Bye, guys.